Welcome back to Buxton 2.0 and episode number 6. And we're back for some FA Cup action and a league game against Buxton, but we've been in incredible form. This team that we've built, not under too many players, but the players that we have added, we're unstoppable at the moment. We drew 2-2 with Chester in our first game since last episode. DJ Lamo and Tasmir puts 2-0 up at the break. Stevenson pulled one back, and a 90th minute equaliser from Willoughby was very, very annoying, I'll be honest with you. But we bounced back against Bishop Stortford, a 3-1 victory. Hat-trick from Gibson Hammond for us. Welcome to the team. Really did introduce himself. We've got a hat-trick in the next game as well. A 5-2 victory over Telford. Tasmir getting all three this time. Petit and DJ Olamo also getting a goal. And DJ Olamo got 2 in the next game against Banbury. Gibson Hammond adding the other one. One from the penalty spot from DJ Olamo. He also missed a penalty but then scored the rebound for his second goal as well. Team that we lost against every time we played them, I believe, last season, so it was nice to bounce back and show how much we've improved. DJ Lamos got 2 in the victory over Braintree as well, and he also scored an 89th minute equaliser after Buckley put Blythe Spartans 1-0 up to give us a point and keep our unbeaten record going, and then a hat-trick for him last time out as well. Freddie Price also adding a goal, 4-0 over Scarborough. Hazel sent off for them. League-wise, we're currently sat in 3rd place, despite being the only unbeaten team in the league, plus 13 goal difference. We've just been drawing a couple too many games. 3 points behind Kerrs and Ashton up top. DJ Lambert currently 3 goals clear at the top of the goals charts, and the top 2 in terms of average ratings as well is quite nice. But attention is on FA Cup action first off, and that's Bedford Town, who was from the Southern Premier Central. I don't know how many players. They've got a couple of players in there. So it should be an interesting game. It's a game that we should win. We have made a couple of, I say couple, we've made a transfer. Joe Naiweme has joined us on a free transfer, formerly of Burton. Developmental squad option really for us in this game. One balance. I don't know how he walks without falling over. But yeah, he's a bit of a squad option for us, and want to keep an eye on as well. And speaking of keep an eye on, we've gone with a fully rotated team here. I forgot we got extra subs in the FA Cup. We'll put Gibson, Hammond and DJ Olamo on the bench. We've got a couple of players in on trial. Frankie Maguire is one. He's the central midfielder. And Louis Malden, who's a goalkeeper. We've offered contracts to both of them, hoping to get them done before the second game of this episode. And we possibly see both of them playing that time. But today, rotated squad sees Hudson in goal, Andrew at right back, Gordon at left back, Brisley and Granite in the centre of defence, Goodridge and Alcock in midfield, Greaves, Hardy, Elliott and Durnley up top. I obviously want to get to the proper rounds of the FA Cup. I don't want to look like I'm disrespecting Bedford because we've seen what happened in the FA Cup. But I want to tell them that the fans expect to win. I've also got faith in all of them. But this is a chance for recruited players that aren't particularly playing that often to maybe stake a claim for some more minutes going forward. And yeah, it's just, nice to use the entire squad. We're never going to win the FA Cup at this stage, so it doesn't matter massively if we go. I mean, it does matter quite a bit. We've seen how much it affects the confidence as I'm waffling over a wonderfully worked goal there. Hardy has his first ever goal for Buxton Town and scores a lovely goal. And it came from the back, Granite's ball forward. Durnley brings it down off his chest into Elliott. First time into Hardy, one touch, and it places it past the keeper into the bottom corner. It's 1-0 after 90 seconds of the game. And can't ask for too much more. Lovely start to the game. Granite captaining this team as well. Actually, Bedford have started the game decently as well. They're having a bit more possession. They've had a shot which was on target, so they've worked Hudson once, and here is Iron Can't find Summerskill. Alcock steps in well. Grant it to Godden. Gives it back to Alcock. Elliott finds Durnley. One touch again to get out of his feet. Second touch. And I think it's deflected. Durnley has his first goal of the season. It's 2-0. We'll see a bit better from the second angle whether it was actually deflected. Elliott once again with the assist. I think he tries to chip the keep. No. Okay. I don't know what the goalkeeper's just done. He's dived out of the way of the ball. There was no deflection there. God knows what Alex Street has done, but it's a huge error. 2-0. Comfortable now, and we should, I know we've still got plenty of football left to play, should be through to the third qualifying round. We have a corner delivered there, which is headed clear. Greaves can put it back in. And he does, and it's headed clear again. Alcott wins it back well there. Goodridge to Bridsley. Man out on the right, but looks forward instead. Durnley's header, Street safe this time. No diving out of the way this one. Now he looks quickly downfield. Granite wins the header again. Alcott to Durnley. To Elliott, who has his goal. He's got 2 assists and a goal now in the first half of this game. It's a great finish from him. It's a lovely ball through as well from Durnley to set this goal up. And we've just been by far the better team, even with the rotated team. Good finish from Elliott. A little bit of curve on that to beat the keeper. Keep it inside that post. 3-0. I can't say I expected that. I expected a win, but not this comfortably at this stage. We're going to praise them massively. We're not going to do anything else, though. We'll just send them back out there for now. Hardy with a free kick. Hits one, and it's not that far over the bar. It's a long way out to be shooting. Hardy with the corner now. Headed clear. Owen's going to get there. Reeves, though, just takes it off him. Says, my ball. Has that and takes it. Hudson now looks downfield. Durnley may have been offside. Bourne plays one over the top for Iron to chase. Pulls some skill on the edge of the area. Hits the bar. That's a wonderful strike from him. A couple of inches lower and he's got his goal. And we perhaps get away with one a little bit there. And with a shot like that, probably deserve the goal. We are going to go make some changes. Now, Sharif Peplo is going to come on at left back. Mohammed is going to come on for Granite. And we'll bring on Petit for Alcock, who's had a very good game as well, I should add. So that should be all 3 changes made. Hopefully we're just going to see this game out. No injuries, no knocks, especially to Mohammed and Petit, who are first choice really in their positions. Owen with the ball out that far side. Beats attack on, finds a cross. It's headed clear. Sharif Peplo looks downfield. Durnley wins the header. Hardy finds Elliott. Can he find Durnley? He's going to go himself instead. And he does find Durnley. That is a sitter. How was Durnley not buried that? Got his second goal of the game. I will not know. It was a huge chance. And yeah, he's missed. We're going to praise him regardless. We've played well throughout the game. I should expect again. I don't want to sound disrespectful to Bedford, but we are the better team. Mohammed keeps the ball alive here. Tries to find Greaves and still steps in. Owen. And we're a bit short at the back here. And Sarkodie has a goal back. It's 3-1. He's grabbed the ball out of the net. There's 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Not quite sure where we were going here. Defensively, we were very short there. It's a wonderful header from Sarkodie. Gets up above Brisley to head home. And I'm actually just going to go balanced style here. Corner from Hardy. Headed clear. Petit's going to get there. Back to Hardy. Sharif Peplo. Chipped one up with Greaves, who may have been offside. He wasn't, actually. The flag has stayed down. It's a goal kick. We have 2 additional minutes, so we will see out this game. Disappointing to concede, I won't lie. Corner comes in, Hudson claims. 45 seconds to go in this game. Hudson looks at the ball downfield. Pennell, poor header, finds Elliott. Cross comes in, Street claims well. He looks quickly downfield. Mohamed's header finds Sharp Peplo. Gives it back to Mohamed. Petit worked well here. Sharp Peplo made his run down that wing. Pulls it back for Petit into the area. Finds Hardy and it's 4-1. And James Hardy gets his second goal of the game. And sends us home with both the first and last goal. Bonus point if on your bet slips you had Hardy to score first and last, because you've won. Not that we condone that. Wonderful performance from us. We're into the next round of the FA Cup. And the rotated team has done well. Really have performed well there. We played a lot of football early doors in the season here as well. If you look at the schedule, we played Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Monday, and then we've had a couple of weeks where we've managed to have a full week worth of training. I say full week, we've had a couple because we're part-time still. But yeah, wonderful victory over Bedford, and now we're playing Ilkeston, who are second bottom in the league. Let's see what we can do in that coming up next. So, just before we play Ilkeston, we've been drawn against FC United of Manchester in the FA Cup third qualifying round there, of course, from the Northern Premier Division. We won't obviously be doing that one because it's our next game, but hopefully we can get past them. We should get past them. But for the league game here against Ilkeston, back to that familiar lineup for us. Richardson is in goal. We didn't end up getting... I've already put his name out of my head. The keeper that was in for, he went to Leighton Orient instead. But we have Richardson, Burke, Mohamed, Hanks, Kendall. Maguire did sign for us. He makes his debut today. Petit, Gibson, Hammond, Tasmir, Price, and DJ Alamas. Kirby drops to the bench there. We've got Alcock, Durnley, Brisley, and Godden on the bench as well. Durnley currently unhappy because we criticised his training and he did not like it. Even though he's, I think he's a 5.85 average training rating. So, yeah, not too happy with him at all. The board and everyone wants a win. We should be winning this game. And I expect a win, quite frankly. You can see Ilkeston's lineup here. Jamie Ward is player manager, former Buxton Town player as well. So it'll be nice to play against him, and former player of my local team, Chesterfield, as well, as is Di Girolamo. So a couple of familiar faces for me in this game. Jamie Ward was one of the first players I fell in love with, believe it or not. I remember watching him live, but hopefully no happy game for him today, as that ball forward towards O'Grady's headed down by Mohamed. And it's now Burke bringing it into midfield, switches play for Price. There's a man in the box, free, and he does find Tasmir, and it is 1-0. Less than 4 minutes into this game, Price did well. I thought he was going to go by himself for a second, but he does find that ball across Tasmir. It's a wonderful switch of play there by Burke. Price easily passed his man there, and yeah, I thought he was going to shoot himself, but he pulls across for Tasmir to tap home from 4 yards out. It's 1-0 to Buxton, and we continue this run for now. Plenty of this game, of course, to be played, but as it stands, we go second behind Curzon Ashton. Header clear, only finds Gibson Hammond. Here's Burke, Maguire checks back and finds Burke once again. He looks to beat his man, gets the bang, ball comes in, Price's header just over the bar. We don't seem to do too well from headers, but I don't know what more we can do apart from signing a bunch of, 7-foot players, because we have got some decent headed players. Price now with the ball loses out to Wakefield. Again, I believe another former Chesterfield player there, Thomas. Swings the crossing towards O'Grady, who hits the bar. Hanks clears. Thomas keeps it alive. Price wins off of him. And Gibson Hammond's taken a knock there, so we'll keep an eye on him. What was it? I didn't see. Berman with a goal kick downfield. O'Grady loses out in the air. Maguire down to Gibson Hammond. Can't find Di Girolamo. Bit scrappy in midfield, but Willett comes out of it. Kendall. Di Girolamo picks up from a loose header. Petit looks forward for Price to make 2, and he fires over. That's a big chance there for us there. Calf strain, so maybe we should look at taking Gibson Hammond off. Corner ball taken by him, and I thought we'd scored ahead of them. I really did think we'd scored ahead of them once I saw that net ripple. We are going to take him off for Burnley. I don't like risking muscular injuries too much. Burnley would prefer to stay on the bench. Brilliant mentality that. Hanks to Kendall. Petit gives it back to Hanks. Maguire out for Mohamed. Working it around at the back, trying to find some space to move into, which Burke does. Finds a ball down the channel to Burnley. It's a poor touch and O'Brien clears. Ward wins the header, but only finds Kendall. There's nobody else really with him there. Kendall checks back to Hanks. Mohamed, Maguire, working this ball well. Burke once again for Burnley. First time in, Petit heads just over as well. Determined to prove me wrong and prove that they can score a header. Kendall with the throw in. Willett clears. Back to Kendall. Maguire, space, hits one. And again, so many chances in this first half. Another corner. Maguire delivers. And we've scored a header. Kendall, this time the left back, scoring from the corner. Good delivery. And there was 5 or 6 players there. Gets his head to it, hits the post, but goes in regardless. We have a 2-goal advantage right on the stroke of half time. And that makes things good. Well, makes things a bit better for us. Stay focused, don't allow complacency to creep in. Price has lost confidence, so we're going to praise him. He's switched off now, okay. Do we make any changes at half time? I don't think we do. Actually, I might bring Godden on for Kendall, give him 45 minutes. The young left back, even though, you know, Kendall's played well. It's nothing against Kendall. I just want to give Godden a bit more game time. Couple of goals up feels like the right time to do it. Chester are beating Boston. Curzon Ashton are beating Kings Langley. So the top 5 remain unchanged as it stands. We would remain 3 points behind Curzon Ashton. And I've just paused before we take this free kick, so I'm going to go and make our last change. Brisley is going to come on for Hanks. So let's confirm that. And now watch this free kick from Tazdemir. Floats in and Hanks' header just over the bar. Maybe I'd have had to rethink things had he scored from that. Godden isn't putting in the best performance on a 6.4. Di Girolamo on a 6.4 as well. Not the best from them. But we are going to praise the team regardless, because it's been a very good performance from us. Chester still 1-0, as are Curzon Ashton. Wakefield delivered a free kick. And Black has scored. No clean sheet, once again. So Wakefield's free kick put in, and Black stoops to head home. Richardson perhaps should have been keeping that out. We do win all 3 points. It's a 2-1 victory. I tell them that was good. A couple of players didn't impress. Di Girolamo being one. Godden didn't really take his chance, got booked late on as well. Richardson perhaps should have saved that goal. But a win is a win regardless. Gibson Hammond out for 4 to 5 weeks, that calf strain, so perhaps right not to risk him. Hanks wins man of the match. 21 headers won. So we'll give him a bit of praise. There we go. Frankie Maguire makes his debut, and we will look at where we're coming back next time out, which I think will be Brackley and the FA Trophy second round, unless we get through to the FA Cup. We'll see what games they throw up. But at the moment, Brackley and that FA Trophy game is what we're going to be doing on Friday. But we'll see them more on Friday. Thank you very much for watching this. I hope you have enjoyed it. After the first season we had, which was such a struggle, really. Even though we made the playoffs, this feels like the reward, for sticking by, not so much for myself, but for fans of this club. The reward for a tough season, giving faith in what we were building, and I feel like we're paying them off this season. Long may it continue. I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.